Hello, I would like to welcome all the listeners and thank you for tuning in to This Talk Ain't Cheap Radio. My name is Sean Ennis, and today we have a spectacular show for you today. Just a reminder, if you've not already, please go to and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Ennis Productions. Ennis Productions is your source for music, business, motivation, and support. And we also have the Creative Collective series where we interview talented people and give them a chance to share their story. Hollywood agency Endeavor files to go public. Endeavor is finally declaring its intentions to go public, and in doing so is offering details of its financial position. The media company that counts talent agency WME among its holdings generated $3.61 billion in revenue in 2008 and a net income of $231.3 million, according to a filing Thursday with the Securities and Exchange Commission. After adjustments, net income was $100 million in earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation. The company boasts in its filings that it has represented some of the world's greatest talent since 1898. Currently, it represents various elements of 300 TV shows and 60% of headliners of various music festivals. It has more than 6,000 clients in entertainment and sports, including 7 of the world's 10 highest paid models. Alright, if you're a musician, then you know how important it is to protect your music. BMI was founded in 1939 by forward thinkers who wanted to represent songwriters and engineers in genres like jazz, blues, and country, and protect the public performances of their music. Operating as a non-profit making basis, BMI is now the largest music rights organization in the US and is still nurturing new talent and new music. BMI is the bridge between songwriters and the business and organizations that want to play their music publicly. As a global leader in the music rights management, BMI serves as an advocate for the value of music, representing 14 million musical works created and owned by more than 900,000 songwriters, composers, and music publishers. BMI supports its songwriters, composers, and publishers by taking care of an important aspect of their careers: getting paid. BMI supports businesses and organizations that play music publicly by offering blanket music licenses that permit them to play 14 million musical works. Alright, so if you're not already signed up with a performance rights organization, it's worth your time to look into BMI. Alright, here's some music.
I even swallow my pride, it's just another test. That's what them old heads preaching, they do it the best. And I don't give a flying fuck fuck, I'm rapping the best. All these other niggas pussy, they salty and wet. They tryna flex up on my game, let's put them in check. You niggas never had shit, can't let you forget. You tryna run up on the boss and get that ass hit. I infiltrated, defecated, toilet bowl figures. This game is lacking cause these niggas on their heel figure. See, they don't wanna fuck with you cause you're overpaid. And you ain't even in the building if you underpaid. So how do you win? It's easy to lose, that's why I'm always up. Never stuck on snooze, so let me smoke this blunt and just do what I do before I fuck your bitch, nigga. So do what you do.
I can't tell you why I do what I do. Oh, I just do what I do, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
I got some people always asking what my problem is. They riding my back to figure out what made me tick. I had a job at Chipotle and it was plum shit. Having to serve all of these pussies ain't gon' get me rich. I pray to God for better days, I'm in the shade. I'm stupid paid, some bitches making me lemonade. See, that's the life, I ain't never gon' stop till I reach that shit. Now I'm rich as a bitch, off of rapping some hits, you know I'm really legit. My ambitions as I ride on my Tupac shit. You know we rapping do or die, so we empty them clips. Black in this white world, it's that life we live. And man, it gets hard, but goddamn it, you know I'ma thank God. And no matter what they say about me, I'ma rap my ass off, steady slaying these beats. Now what's up?
I can't tell you why I do what I do. Oh, I just do what I do, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I do the things I do. Yeah, I don't know why I do the things I do. I don't know why. I don't know why I do the things I do. Yeah, I don't know why I do the things I do. Yeah.
Backs to the walls like you're back in school. No one makes a sound, afraid to break the rules. The light shines bright on an empty floor. Only 7 people here and they're looking for more. Bust through the doors, here to save the day. Rescue our souls and show us the way. We show up late and we're bringing the crowd. Look out, we're coming and it's gonna get loud. Time to get dirty, get a little flirty. Gotta give you what you need. We are the party heroes, light it up. Here we go. Turn up the volume from 1 to 10. We are the party heroes, feel the beat. It's a rush so high, don't let the party end.
All right, welcome back. So if you need help getting paid for your music, check out TuneCore. Before TuneCore, artists needed a label to get their music sold online. In 2016, they changed the game by partnering with digital stores to allow any musician to sell their songs worldwide while keeping 100% of their sales revenue. Today, TuneCore is the world's leading digital music aggregator. Upload your music, complete the checkout, and they will do the rest. Your music will hit digital stores like Spotify and Apple in no time. Why choose TuneCore? Worldwide music distribution. Get your music playing in over 150 digital stores and streaming services across 100 plus countries worldwide. Keep 100% of your sales. TuneCore never takes a cut of your sales. Every penny you earn is put right into your TuneCore account. They also include comprehensive sales data. Find out exactly where fans are downloading and streaming your music so you can increase your marketing efforts and plan tours around their cities. TuneCore also allows you to promote your music on social media. Whether you're just starting out or reaching for new followers, TuneCore Social Pro can help you no matter where you're at in your career. TuneCore Social is a social media marketing tool for musicians that lets you post and schedule unlimited updates to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Mixcloud. See what fans are reacting to and generate reports for booking agents and managers with comprehensive social stats. Plus, you can do it all on the go with TuneCore Social Pro mobile app. So if you're having trouble getting paid, if you need help handling your social media marketing efforts, certainly check out TuneCore. All right, here's some more music.
Marleaf, where you been? Man, I ain't never left. I just been busy grinding, trying to get it by myself. Now I got so many friends, but no one's trying to help. So where have I been? I've been keeping to myself. They like, Marleaf, where you been? Man, I ain't never left. I just been busy grinding, trying to get it by myself. Now I got so many friends, but no one's trying to help. So where have I been? I've been keeping to myself. I lose friends all the time. You really think I mind? Never around anyways. I'm always on my grind. When I was going through it, never once hit my line. Now that I'm doing good, act like I owe you some of mine. Chill, little mama, you kinda got me faded. You ain't hit me up since we graduated. Yeah, I know, man, you used to be my dog, but you stepped right over me whenever you see me fall. Fan made fam, know that though. Dogs fall out over women, I would think no, but a few situations made me think so. The world is my house, and I say they gotta go on my way to the money. I think it's talking to me. It said keep making music, bring profit to me, and don't bring them to the table. They bring nothing to me. Make my own decisions, man. Be my own judge and jury. Like Marleaf, where you been? Where you been? I ain't never left. I just been busy grinding, trying to get it by myself. Now I got so many friends, but no one's trying to help. So where have I been? I've been keeping to myself. To myself, Marleaf, where you been? Man, I ain't never left. I just been busy grinding, trying to get it by myself. Now I got so many friends, but no one's trying to help. So where have I been? I've been keeping to myself. While y'all be sleep, I be up all night, working on this music, making sure it's alright. I be like, this beat hit tight, and I'ma get it done if it take all night. On my grind at all times, no matter where I'm at. Say what's on my mind, and that's just that. Really, that's what it is, man, not just rap. It is what it is, got it across my back. Now here come the hate, but I can't see it where I'm at. I'm in front and they are just leading from the back. Got a problem with me, I have no problem with that. Just remember they say wolves tend to run in packs. Please don't call my phone if I don't call you. Give this empire is what I'm about to do. Shout out to everybody that didn't believe the dream. I just made it so easy for me to go and build my team. Man, I ain't never left. I just been busy grinding, trying to get it by myself. Now I got so many friends, but no one's trying to help. So where have I been? I've been keeping to myself. To myself, where you been? Man, I ain't never left. I just been busy grinding, trying to get it by myself. Now I got so many friends, but no one's trying to help. So where have I been? I've been keeping to myself.
Nothing ain't ever been perfect. Shit, never. Shit got me crazy. You know what I mean? Pockets always short. Always had to hustle, man. I just sit back and remember these days. I'm chasing precedents.
I'm
chasing precedents. I'm chasing precedents. Chasing presidents, chasing presidents. As an adolescent, one thing I knew for sure, I wanted to do everything to keep from being poor. I always wanted more, would hustle till I'm sore, would never stop until I see my bank account soar. And if I wasn't chasing money, then I was strictly bored. Wouldn't even mess with chicks too busy plotting for more. I wanted big money ever since I was born, and being broke hurt a brother. It felt like a thorn, digging deep up in my side. I started to get high and doing what I had to do just to get by. The streets is watching and believe me, they don't lie. Just had to do my best and try to survive. It taught me to be a hustler, never be a quitter. But as I got older, people got weirder. Time passed by and I started pulling triggers. Had to do whatever it took to keep on stacking my figures. Hustling turned to slanging, slanging and hanging. I'm just amazed how I thought the street life of banging. The street dreams of a millionaire in the making. Stay true, pay dues and never be faking. So many times was so forever forsaken. Took what wasn't mine, laws I was breaking. No time for fears, I'm behind in the years. I had to stop procrastinating and shifting the gear. I'm chasing precedents.
chasing presidents. Chasing presidents.
I'm chasing precedents. I'm chasing precedents. I'm chasing precedents. I'm chasing precedents. matter how bad it gets. So I'm chasing president.
Promise broken, half alive. In oceans deep down we died. King and queen, we fought the night. Thought we knew new paradise. From the minute we fell in love, the minute we fell. But somehow we hit a wall. Don't know where it is we went wrong. Is this a chapter or a fresh start? Thought I'd never break up. From the minute we fell in love, somehow we lost that spark. I don't want you to become just another face in a picture frame.
Just another face in a picture frame. Just another face in a picture frame.
Said you want a life in a different place. Wish I would have known what you really meant. Just another lesson that I should have learned. What I would change if the tables turned. From the minute we felt love to the minute we failed. From the minute we felt love to the minute we failed. But somehow we hit a wall. Don't know where it is we went wrong. Is this a chapter or a fresh start? Thought I'd never break up. From the minute we fell in love, somehow we lost that spark. I don't want you to become just another face in a picture frame. From the minute we felt love to the minute we failed. From the minute we felt love to the minute we failed.
All right, now's the time in the show where we welcome in our guest. Share your name and what you're all about for the listeners who may not know about you.
What's up, world? It's Brash da Brilliant. Pretty much my message is empowering the world. I want everybody to be brilliant as possible. Share love, spread it around. I'm all about just positive energy. We're all magnets, and we naturally attract what we want the most.
I like that. How would you describe your music?
I would say my music is truthful. I would say that's probably the biggest word. Like, my music's so truthful. Like, I'll tell, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I mean, songs like No Refunds, where I'm telling stories, is just about my life. Songs like Sapiosexual, it's like a conversation and a relationship that I have with my girlfriend and everything. That's just what I do in my music. I tell my truth.
And what makes you different from other artists?
I would say what makes me different is there's quite a few things I could say, but if I had to narrow it down to one thing, I would say my delivery, my flow, and definitely my lyrics are just more uplifting. I try my best to not even swear anymore. Like my last few songs, I don't cuss at all. So I just try to make my music more of just something to involve everybody.
And you were born somewhere kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I was actually born in Japan, so I mean that's like a little fun fact. My parents are in the military. They were both in the Navy, so shout out to all the veterans and everything. I really appreciate everyone that's serving our country. It takes a big commitment to do that. So my parents have always been fearful, instilled morals and values in me. So I was born in Japan, and I grew up in California, but I rep Phoenix. I've been out in Phoenix since 2008. So I graduated high school and I moved out here and started doing college, and I haven't left since I left Phoenix.
I completely agree with you. Shout out to all the people in the service.
No doubt, no doubt. They deserve the most respect. They need a raise too.
Pay them. And you're actually a club owner. Is that correct?
Yes, I actually have a venue. It's called The Platform. It's in Phoenix, Arizona. It's pretty much like an open venue for anyone that we have events like quinceañeras. We have promoters bringing out major artists. They have local artists that also perform in there too as well. So it's pretty much what it's called. It's called The Platform. So it's a venue that will allow you to be able to showcase your talent or spend time with your family or however you want to use it. Like, there's people that rent it out all the time, and there's all kinds of venues. There's people that do it for photography. There's yoga classes, and there are all kinds of things. But it's called The Platform. You can reach out to me personally, Tariq Brash Martinez, on Facebook, Brash da Brilliant on Instagram, and you can get in touch with me how you can get your spot booked for the venue at The Platform.
Excellent, excellent. Now, what's one thing that you love and one thing that you absolutely hate about the music industry?
I love the most about the music industry. I love how it's just so easy to put your art out nowadays. Like at first it used to be like, very hard for your talent to be showcased. Now it's so easy to do it. It's so easy to get on Spotify and iTunes and get paid off the royalties for streams and that's a wonderful opportunity for an independent musician to be able to showcase the talent. One of the things that I don't like about the music industry, I don't like to use the word hate so much, but if I had to say that I hate about it, I'm not a big fan of the major labels. I feel like they strip the artist's creativity. A lot of artists that I listen to younger and I hear them get signed or whatever, they're miserable with the major contract. So I really hate what the major labels is doing to the artists as far as creative control, and then also you got to pay the artist too. It take a lot out of them.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. 15 to 20 years ago, distribution was the challenge for a lot of musicians.
Exactly.
And today, attention is the biggest challenge facing musicians.
That's true, because it's so saturated out there. But I mean, it's you just gotta find your spot to mine at and get that gold. It's out there. You feel me? So that's the whole thing with being positive and being interesting. That's a lot of things that I feel like a lot of people kind of struggle with as artists, is being very interesting.
And for me, I think that being interesting can also go hand in hand with being authentic. I think where a lot of artists struggle is they try to invent a character instead of being true to themselves and putting themselves out there so that other people that resonate with the same sort of things that they're into can connect with them. But they gotta, you gotta keep working. You gotta put out interviews, music videos, photos. You gotta do shows. You gotta keep working so people can really get a good idea of what you're all about.
Yeah, that is the truth. That's the whole thing with just definitely being relatable. Like, I had a conversation with my sister the other day, and she had like a really rough past and stuff, and she was like, I want to write a book, but I'm kind of nervous about telling you like what happened to me and my experiences. And I was like, that happened to you, but there's a million other people that happened to as well. You need to share that with the world, and you're going to be able to find so much more people that can relate to that. And that's why I'm as truthful as possible with my music, because I know there's somebody else going through the same thing. They just want somebody to say it.
Right, absolutely, 100%. And I want to touch on another point that you made in terms of the major labels. Another kind of benefit of where we are now is that there's so much information available to musicians about the business aspect of the music industry, and if artists take the time to educate themselves, they can be more aware and mindful when it comes time to do business with a major label, so that they can really understand what they're getting from signing that deal and what they're going to be giving up. Because that's really what a contract is. You're getting something and you're giving something up. And the more information you have, the better you'll be empowered to negotiate.
Most certainly, I definitely agree. That's a big topic on there. Just educating yourself as far as like what you're really getting into. Because I have seen artists that have done major label deals like Drake or whatever, and they're very successful. He made sure that he knew his business in, and went in that conversation inside that contract, is still ended up being very lucrative for him. So I feel like a lot of artists, they're just trying to hurry up and get hot, and sometimes you can call it the easy way, and they don't fully find out what's all going in that paper. They just quick to sign the deal and get famous,
and certainly end up regretting it later. Now, what is your dream collaboration? If you could collaborate with any artist alive or artist that has passed on, who would it be?
My dream collaboration would be Tupac, like hands down. If we could bring him out of the grave today, it'd definitely be Tupac. That's my Tupac is the GOAT to me. Like, his music is still influential today. Like, he's so relatable as far as all aspects. Not only his turn up party gangster music, but also his songs that he did, like Dear Mama and Keep Your Head Up. Like, that stuff is still relatable today. People are still going through those types of emotions and difficulties and everything. So shout out to Tupac. I know you're hearing me right now.
And can you share your social media links?
Yes, you could find me on everything by Brash da Brilliant. It's BrashDaBrilliant. So Brash da Brilliant. You can type that in on Spotify, pull up, Google, Instagram. I think my only one that's different is my Twitter. My Twitter is Brash for a reason. It's BRASH, the number 4A, and then reason REASON. So I made my Twitter when I started like my gamer tag. I was really into like Xbox Live and playing Madden and everything like that. So that's why that one is still Brash for a reason to this day. And then the funny thing with Twitter is I actually try to change my Twitter handle, and they only allow so many letters. So Brash da Brilliant was a little too long on Twitter. But check me out on Twitter, Brash for a reason. I do tweet on there. I'm really popping on like Instagram and Facebook though, so that's the best way to get in contact with me. And I stream my music on Spotify. I also have a website too as well. I know that's very important to have. My email list, so I keep in touch with people, let them know what's going on and everything. So my website, I made it myself. It's called winteament.com. .net, excuse me. I did change it to .net. It's www.winteam, which is WINTEAMENT. So winteament.net. On there, you could actually sign up. I do free giveaways like merch, gift cards, sometimes American Express. You can find out like the latest songs and shows, come through to the venue and kick it with me, all kinds of stuff. So definitely check out the website. The website's really fun and interactive. But you can reach me on all the social media too, Brash da Brilliant.
All right, I'd like to give a very big thank you to my guest today on This Talk Ain't Cheap Radio. Now let's get into some more music.
get ready. We ball heavy. Grid on niggas, we hold like levies. Home of the wire, niggas spit fire. Had Italian truck, I had to retire. Slave hard niggas, tote big figures. Billie Holiday, shorty still with us. Shorty on the grind, she grind like she grind. City and Damo, this is our time. First we hug streets and then we hug beats and then we hug money and then we hug streets and then we come through and do what we do. And talking in codes for that alphabet crew. They don't really know what we talking about. T's on the block, then we passing them out. T's up the top, I got 5 on it. My man at the spot, mad live on it. Come on, put 'em up. You know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle. I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Put 'em up. You know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle. I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Hey yo, thumbs I got 2. I do what I do. Hooped it for the hood, the way I come through. Italian for the outback. Me for I doubt that. Bitches want drama, but I can do without that. I be on some other shit. Fortune 5 cover shit. Dookie man 54, a motherfucking other hit. I'ma beat it up. Treat the track like a hobo. Me against the home of the wire, that's a no-no. I'm a hood nigga, city streets, he be watching. Gene, what I tell you, this time we got him. Born in the dirty and raised up top. Thumbs in this bitch, so watch how I rock. Kirk, what up nigga, you know how we do. Something for the hood, for y'all to rock too. Ed, what up yo, you know how we ride. Bump this new shit in that 745. Put 'em up, you know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle, I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Put 'em up, you know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle, I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Hey yo, back to the basics and all these shoe faces. I push a little hoops in bed, many places. A champ like Bailey, the beat won't fail me. 2 thumbs up, so everybody hail me. Got everybody asking, who the fuck are you? That Baltimore cat, I make it do what I do. I told you I was coming, the outlaw was coming. East side, Builder Street, home of the gunman. The big body driver, bulldoze rider. Shorty know I got her, I'm right here beside her. I'ma hold it down, the beat made me sick. I'm rolling in this bitch, so watch how I spit. You see me come through on the low in that whip. My fit is be fit, and the shorty's my chick. I'm back on my grind, and Dookie's my man. I pat my own back, I'm my biggest fan. Come put 'em up, you know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle, I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Put 'em up, you know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle, I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Put 'em up, you know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle, I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle. Put 'em up, you know how we do. The home of the wire in Berlin too. It's thumbs on this drizzle, I used to make it drizzle. Now I do my thing on the motherfucking nizzle.
Ray Rhymes. Deeper than this music. Polo speakers beating, I'm beastin', I know you peepin'. They might say I'm trippin' hard, boy, I'm peeking. I ain't saying nothing, I seen them, but I don't see them. I know they sugar sweet and they play with me, I'ma crease them. This deeper than this music, believe me, I seen it deepen. Shitting on these rappers knee deep, and I need some deep ends. Know when to be on offense and when to be on your defense. I treat them how they treat me, so most of the time I don't treat them. I probably need treatment, you know I go off the deep end. And I got them geek like they smoking coke in a Jeep pen. I'm just trying to see Ben Frank, yeah, that's my green friend. Ain't about to come up, excuse me, I'm probably leaving. I'm leaning, I mean I'm chilling, nah, I ain't fucking with lean. My cup full of caffeine, I'm a motherfucking machine. Ray gon' keep it rolling, I think I'm stuck on a beam. Trying to blow up like I'm rolling, I think you know what I mean, let it breathe. Okay, I take they breath away. I I go hard tomorrow just like today and yesterday. Never let them know your method, let them speculate. Never let them calculate, you make them estimate. They lying for a check, man, these rappers extra fake. And I just eat these rappers, can I have an extra plate? And I've been eating good, I know you see this extra weight. I'm heavyweight, ain't trying to kick it with these dudes, I'm extra straight. This deeper than this music, believe me, I seen it deepen. Shitting on these rappers knee deep, and I need some deep ends. Know when to be on offense and when to be on your defense. I treat them how they treat me, so most of the time I don't treat them. I probably need treatment, you know I go off the deep end. And I got them geek like they smoking coke in a G-pen. I'm just trying to see Ben Frank, yeah, that's my green friend. Ain't about to come up, excuse me, I'm probably leaving. Excuse me, watch out, I'm leaping, I'm jumping right up above them. I'm trying to get it buzzing, I'm burning up like the oven. And I'm powered up like a Super Mario mushroom. You might have a couple balls, I drop a 16 or a dozen. I does it the way I do it, I does it the way you does it. I was writing verses and grinding hard when you wasn't. Yeah, I know I'm sick, I be shitting on them, disgusting. Well, you already know, no more talking and the discussion. This deeper than this music, believe me, I seen it deepen. Shitting on these rappers knee deep, and I need some deep ends. Know when to be on offense and when to be on your defense. I treat them how they treat me, so most of the time I don't treat them. I probably need treatment, you know I go off the deep end. And I got them geek like they smoking coke in a G-pen. I'm just trying to see Ben Frank, yeah, that's my green friend. Ain't about to come up, excuse me, I'm probably leaving.
As always, I would like to thank you for tuning in today. This has been another episode of This Talk Ain't Cheap Radio. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. That is Ennis Productions on YouTube and Instagram. ENNIS Productions. Ennis Productions is your source for music, business, motivation, and support. And we also have the Creative Collective series where we interview talented people and give them a chance to share their story. If you're a musician looking for help to take your career to the next level, try Ennis Management and get real help and real results in growing your personal brand with your audience, learning how to effectively promote and market your music using social media, learning the business side of the music industry, and how to become your own booking agent. Contact ennisproductions@gmail.com. Ennis Management, empowering musicians through education. If you would like to have your music played on This Talk Ain't Cheap Radio, simply email your music to ryancross020@gmail.com. That is ryancross020@gmail.com. Well, that's our show for today. We'll be back with another new episode tomorrow. I'm out.